the Hollow Hill. It was a local tradition in Dunbridge. On Spring Bank Holiday Monday, hikers climbed Barrow Hill. A smooth, round rise on the village's northern edge, Barrow Hill looked innocent, barely 400 feet high, covered in wild grass and gorse. But it had always carried a strange reputation. The older villagers called it Hollow Hill, because if you stood at the summit and stomped your feet, you heard a sound beneath you, echoes, as if something far below was listening. This year, 5 friends, Nicola, Greg, Priya, Ed, and Sarah, came from the city to hike it. Priya had grown up in Dunbridge, and while she rolled her eyes at the superstitions, she still warned the group, "We climb, we eat our sandwiches, and we leave before sundown." "What happens if we don't?" Sarah had asked. Priya hesitated. "The hill doesn't like being woken up too long." They began their hike at noon. The air was thick and oddly still. Birds perched silently. The wind didn't move the grass. Even the clouds hung motionless. They laughed it off, took selfies, reached the summit by 1 p.m. The view was gorgeous. Rolling hills, wildflowers, the old stone circle barely visible at the far end. They stomped just for fun. Boom. The hill echoed beneath them. Boom, boom. Greg grinned. "See? Hollow." But then the ground shifted, just slightly, like something had twitched. They stayed too long. The sun started to dip, and that's when they saw it. A hole had opened near the center of the hill, perfectly round, breathing. It pulsed like a throat. "I think it's a sinkhole," Ed said, moving closer. Then the hole whispered. Not in English, not in any known tongue. The wind picked up. Only it wasn't wind, it was breath rising from the hole, hot, foul. Then came the drumming, soft at first, then louder. Coming from below, Priya screamed, "Run!" But it was too late. Sarah was already sliding toward the hole, the grass beneath her feet turning slick like wet skin. Greg tried to grab her. His hand touched her arm just as she was pulled under with a snap. She didn't even have time to scream. The hill began to collapse inward. One by one, the friends were dragged down, clumps of earth falling into a deep, living dark. Nicola was the last to go. As she was pulled in, she saw eyes opening in the soil. Not 2, hundreds, blinking, watching. The earth groaned like an old god stretching its limbs. Then, silence. When the villagers reached Barrow Hill the next morning, the summit was perfectly smooth. No hole, no sign of disturbance. No hikers, only 5 footprints circling the top in a tight spiral. And in the grass, pressed flat like a signature, a pattern of bones. The hill has not echoed since, because whatever was sleeping beneath it is now awake. Thank you for watching Fear Files Real Nightmares. Until next time, keep your lights on and your doors locked.